A city bus driver in Vermont punched in every day at 5 in the morning. His salary? Just $40,000 a year. Yet when he died, he left behind a secret $9 million fortune. Meanwhile, orthopedic surgeons earning six figures die broke. Corporate lawyers making $500,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. How did a man making $15 an hour quietly outperform 99% of Wall Street traders? By the end of this video, you will master the exact blueprint he used to build multi-generational wealth on a working-class income. No crypto, no real estate empire, no risky side hustles. 2. Automated Siphon. Let us start with the core illusion. Most people believe wealth equals income. Earn more, get richer. It sounds logical, but the math breaks immediately in real life. High earners fall straight into the vanity trap. Big income triggers bigger mortgages, leased sports cars, and expensive vacations. Their burn rate expands to consume every single dollar. A high income creates high leverage, but it rarely creates net worth. The bus driver understood this paradox. Wealth is not what you spend. Wealth is strictly what you retain. Most people think saving money requires extreme willpower. They wait until the end of the month, look at what is left in their checking account, and try to sweep a few leftover dollars into savings. That approach fails 99% of the time because human psychology naturally inflates lifestyle to match available cash. Ronald knew this.
So he completely eliminated temptation, using a strategy financial engineers call the automated siphon. Here is the brutal math. On a $40,000 salary, Ronald was bringing home roughly $2,800 a month after taxes. A 60% stealth savings rate meant he had to divert $1,700 every single month, leaving him with just $1,100 to live on. How do you survive on $1,100 a month without feeling completely destitute? You make the money disappear before your brain even knows it exists. Ronald set up a direct pipeline that automatically siphoned his paycheck the microsecond it hit. The cash was routed straight into investments before it ever touched his main spending account. If you never see the money, you cannot spend it. He forced himself to live on the residual scraps, effectively tricking his brain into believing he was flat broke. But hoarding cash in a standard bank account is financial suicide. Inflation silently shreds cash to pieces. And that brings us to the most dangerous part of his blueprint. Ronald did not just save that money. He turned it into an aggressive, compounding weapon that multiplied while he slept. While everyone else was chasing high-flying tech stocks, Ronald did something that looked completely insane. He bought trash. Literally. He poured his money into companies that society finds entirely unsexy. Waste management, electric utilities, railroads, boring, indestructible monopolies. His rule was simple. If humanity cannot survive a single week without it, buy the stock.
But picking these unglamorous giants was only half the equation. The real engine was a relentless mechanism known as automatic dividend reinvestment. Every 3 months, these boring corporations deposited cash into his account. Ronald did not spend a single penny of these payouts. Instead, he forced every dime straight back into buying more shares. The dividend bought more shares. Those new shares paid higher dividends. Then those higher dividends bought even more shares. It was a snowball that quickly spiraled completely out of control. In 2008, the stock market exploded. Trillions of dollars vanished overnight. Suits on Wall Street panicked. Average investors dumped their retirement accounts at a massive loss. Ronald did something that logically sounds insane. He did absolutely nothing. Instead, he relied on a secret weapon called DRIP, dividend reinvestment. Every time his stocks paid him a quarterly dividend, he didn't spend a single dime. The money automatically bought more shares. So when the market crashed 50%, his dividends suddenly bought double the shares at a dirt cheap discount. He didn't just survive the crash, he used the crash as a rocket fuel multiplier. Over 4 decades, he endured Black Mondays, dot-com bubbles, and global financial panics. While others fled the fire, Ronald stood in the flames and bought discounted shares. His daily bus route never changed. His wage barely budged. But inside his portfolio, a mathematical monster was waking up. When he died at 88, his neighbors were genuinely shocked. They thought he was broke. He drove a battered sedan.
He patched his own work boots with duct tape. But his true genius wasn't just saving pennies. It was total, unapologetic opacity. Most people flex wealth they don't have to impress people they don't like. He did the exact opposite. He built immense financial freedom in complete silence, eventually donating $6 million to his local library and hospital.